Hi guys.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
But we're waiting for a response.
I know everybody's they're gonna say hi to us.
Hi.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We were doing the live video. Anyways, so here we are with our normal weekly updates we've been trying to give to let you know kind of what's going on. And what's the deal.
Yeah, so there have been some changes. As of earlier today, I saw rates at like 6.25, something like that. But so I've been paying attention to. I normally do pay attention to a lot of different people, and I think the crazy thing is, like, depending on who you watch, you're gonna get a different opinion. So, and I've seen some crazy, like, of course, there's like the doomsday people that are like, oh my gosh, the sky is falling and everything's gonna go to crap and all your homes are not gonna be worth a dime. And then there's other people that are like, well, you know, it's probably just gonna kind of stay flat and everything's gonna be fine. And then you have your other dramatic people that are like, oh, prices are gonna continue to go up.
My house is gonna be worth $100,000 more. No.
It's absolutely nuts, the difference in opinions that I see. And you know, being in the industry, we obviously pay attention to the market itself, our local market primarily, but we watch the big picture too, because that's important. The truth is, a lot of times Lima is actually behind.
Oh, we're way behind.
Yeah, so like
a year or two maybe in the market.
Sometimes, yeah. So like things happen in the big picture in bigger cities. So look at Chicago, look at New York, look at San Francisco, Florida. Oh my gosh, every part of Florida.
Florida and Texas and California were some of the states that had the highest rates of, you know, houses just dramatically increasing in prices, and they're the ones, especially California, that are noticing that lower the houses prices are dropping a little more now. But that was just because it was so exaggerated.
It was.
That
I mean,
it's not sustainable.
Yeah, well, we went up like 9 to 12%. They were up like 30 and 35%, like crazy numbers like that. So, yeah, of course it came down. But I mean, I guess the good news is, like, a lot of those people probably bought those big expensive houses when interest rates were so low.
Yeah, that's just some of the things, you know. So, I mean, I think that brings it to a certain thing that, you know, if people are worried, they bought in the last couple years, they won't get what they need out of the sale of their property to buy another home if they need to downsize, or if the house you were rushed into was not the house that you really wanted. So something to take in mind is you can always do updates. You can always try to do something like that, and then maybe just wait a couple years and build some equity. I mean, it's, you know, obviously there's other solutions too, but just keep that in mind, that if you bought in the last couple years, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're underwater or anything like that if you need to sell. So just something important to keep in mind.
So, and for those of you that are kicking around the idea of selling sometime soon, I guess just to give you a little bit of comfort, as of right now, the average price of a listing and the actual price of a home sale this month compared to this month last year, you know, everything was crazy a year ago, right? It's actually $10,000 higher on average right now. So that's both sales and listing prices. Both of them, $10,000 higher than they were 1 year ago. So what does that tell us about our market right now? So that tells us that people are still getting, for the most part, what they're listing at, for the most part. I think really the only difference right now is now negotiations are back.
Yeah, like I said, people are not panicking about finding houses.
Right.
You know, I mean, obviously, who are in a situation, obviously, you know, where you need to move, it could be like that. But it's not like people are rushing to find a house.
Right.
They realize if there's something wrong with it, they can walk away. And they are. More houses are coming back on the market. Houses are staying on the market longer. More price reductions. But that's not going to say that a lot of houses are still going under contract on the first day.
Yeah, and those ones that are doing price reductions, it's because people still think that we're, 8-10 months ago.
Yeah, like you said, it's still 10 grand more than last year.
Right, but people are still shooting for the stars, is what I'm saying.
But honestly, in this market, what's the worst that's going to happen other than you got to drop your price a little bit? But just be realistic.
Yeah.
You can shoot for the stars, but that's why you hire a professional like someone like us to kind of help guide the situation. Obviously, when you go to sell a house, there's 3 major factors that come to the point, like if your house is not selling, right? It's the price, it's maybe the location, right? Maybe, and then just upgrades. The house is not in the shape that you're asking for. But majority of the time, it just comes down to price. And we can tell you all day and night what we think your house could be worth, but ultimately it's the consumer who decides it. The
market decides for us. We don't make the prices. Yes. You don't make the prices.
The person who buys your house makes the price.
Yeah,
so just something to keep in mind. You can always do that, but just be prepared in this market. You might have to take it down.
So let's flip this around. As far as if you're potentially looking to buy soon. So we just got done talking about negotiations, right? So there's about 1,000,001 things we can negotiate on. And it's not just price. So we've been seeing a lot more of people trying to negotiate closing costs. Mm-hmm. Even if it's not the whole thing.
Any seller concessions for closing costs.
Yeah. Maybe a little additional money for appliances or furniture.
Or leaving appliances or furniture, as well as home warranties and the usual
warranties
stuff.
Is another big one.
Yeah, the usual stuff that we normally did before everything came in 20.
Reality
years
is now
before
setting.
that was normal, commonplace. Houses were staying on the market 6 months. So we are slowly returning to a better market until it gets busy again.
Yeah, well, I had already told you guys last week, we've already started to pick up business for the spring season, and it's still building momentum throughout this past week since we last talked to you guys. So.
Well, yeah, I'm sure if you're looking at houses, you're noticing your signs around your houses and your neighborhoods.
Yeah, I went to go list a house today, and I was trying to run comps for it, and there are 4 other houses on that street for sale. Hello.
Oh, hi, Mom. Sorry, we'll call you back.
My mom.
We will. I'm sure she's nice. That's just, on some streets, you're just, one person sees somebody else's house sold, or, that they're selling, or we like our neighbors, we have to move now.
Yeah.
No. But it's just that time of life. People start thinking it's nice outside now. Honestly, the weather is helping people decide whether they want to move. We're going to pay for it. I swear we're probably going to pay for it sometime the next month or 2.
To our neighbors, I'm really sorry. We're not leaving.
They're not leaving either.
Listen, so we're at 8.5 minutes now. Let's wrap it up real quick.
Are you sick of us yet? But takeaways. What do we want them to know?
Takeaways.
Still a good time to sell. Still a good time to buy.
It really is. I just said that
questions.
things are up, things are down. Opinions are up, opinions are down. My opinion, and I want to believe that Ashliegh, and most likely a lot of the folks, a lot of the other realtors in Lima will probably agree with us that things are still steady. Everything is still just fine. The market is still trucking along just perfectly fine. There's not going to be any issues with you trying to sell a house. There's not going to be any issues with you trying to buy a house. You're still going to get a good deal. You're still going to get whatever your property is worth out of your house. There's just going to be a little more negotiations, and that's really it.
Yep. And if you did buy in the last couple of years and you need to relocate, you need to move, give us a call. We can kind of help guide you on some best options.
Yeah, we'd love to help you guys out.
But yeah, that's all we got. We've rambled on enough. So questions, comments, we really want it. We're gonna start forcing people. We're gonna pay you $5 to ask us a question. 5 cents.
She's gonna pay you.
It's a quarter.
5 cents.
50 cents.
Okay, 50 cents.
All right, we gotta go.
Man, yeah, we better cut it off before
right.
Ashley starts trying to give away the
All
farm.
right, jmangini. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Hey, no. Wait.
Have a great day.
We have to
10
tell
minutes
them.
now.
I know, but we have to tell them our website. What's our website? We have 2 now. We have 3? We have 3 websites now. So we have manginirealestate.com. That's been around for a long time. We have another
Josh
one
Ashley
as of
Superior.
yeah.
Superior.com.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's different. But and then we just got lovelimahomes.com. Is that right?
Yes, Love on the Homes at House Jack.
Lovelimahomes.com. It's on.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Let us know if you have questions.
Yeah, check out our websites. Tell us if you like them, if you don't like them, if they suck. We want to know so that we can fix them. But yeah, primarily manginirealestate.com. Ashliegh, Josh, superiorrealtors.com. Like, subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Leave us comments. Talk to us. Communicate. This has got to be a 2-way street.
We need someone else to talk to.
Have a great night, everybody. Talk to you soon.